This week's training tip is brought to you by Winchester Ammunition.
When that big trophy bull steps out, are you going to be ready? In Alaska, preparation was the key, and there was a whole lot of homework that went into it before I ever stepped foot in the woods. I spent a year getting ready for that trip, from researching gear to studying terrain to getting in shape. I didn't leave anything to chance, and I developed a system for setting up my camp. If you notice while watching the show, anytime I wasn't in the raft, this rifle was sitting on this rest. The reason is simple. In a place like that, you're always hunting. As soon as I found a good place to camp, I set my rifle close to the campsite. Then I went about my business of setting up camp, cooking food. But regardless of what I was doing, I was never more than 30 seconds from taking a shot. The gun rests give me a consistent place for my rifle, binoculars, and rangefinder. Regardless of the terrain or condition, if I needed them, I knew exactly where to find them every time. The last thing you want is when that big bull steps out on that bank is to be wondering what tree you left your rifle up against. It may seem simple, but many times the difference between a successful hunt and failure can be measured in seconds. More times than not, having all the tools in one place ready to go every time has given me the edge to bring home a trophy instead of an empty tag. So be prepared, be consistent, and ready to pull that trigger when that trophy of a lifetime steps out. Realistically, they've been seeing some moose right there. But you had to get on the river the next day. It wasn't like, well, yeah, we could hunt right here, but let's get on the river. Let's get this thing going.
Everything the crew will need for the trip downstream has to go into the rafts.
These are going to go under your seat.
Bye, Bob. I have to tell you, the water's going by. It's the first time in a raft in many years. And they got me in, and I drifted off to the side, and I'm waiting for them. And here we go. The adventure starts. Just trying to get the momentum and getting, I watched videos and tapes before I went, but actually doing it yourself is, I have to tell you, it was an experience. Next thing we're into, a few hours into the float, and it's just peaceful.
For the next 4 days, Bob and the crew will travel downriver, setting up camp and calling moose. While no bulls came to the call, there were plenty of other things to occupy the time. In a place like this, there's something new around every bend of the river, and it plays out against the incredible beauty of the Alaska wilderness. The river draws a wide array of creatures to its banks, like this young brown bear, curious about the squeaking blue rafts floating by.
Man, we've seen everything so far. It's just been cows, grizzly bear, caribou, eagles, I think everybody's having a great time. How can you not?
There's nothing like sitting in a raft and just floating down, and you got the solitude of the water floating by, and you're looking and you're seeing caribou and grizzly bears and eagles, and you just get lost in the adventure.
According to the IUCN's Red List of Threatened Species, moose categorize as a least concern because they're very widespread and extremely abundant despite fairly intense hunting worldwide. The 2014 Alaska Moose General Season Hunt Statistics reports hunter success rates ranked a mere 23%. Young moose are prey for bears, wolves, and cougars, and only about half live beyond 6 weeks, according to Alaska Department of Wildlife. Adult moose, however, have a much higher chance for survival. Vehicle-moose collisions actually pose the greatest danger to the animal's survival. According to Alaska Department of Fish and Game, hundreds of moose are killed each year in moose versus vehicle accidents. This week's Conservation Angle has been brought to you by Wild Sheep Foundation.